Hey everybody, Ann Patchett and Sparky Van Devender at Parnassus Books. This morning was really bad when I woke up, and then I came to work and I'm here with my friends and we are laughing our heads off. One more reason to hang out at an independent bookstore. They cheer you up. There is a very subtle theme on today's video. See if you can find it. It will be identified at the end. Okay, here we go. All's Well by Mona Awad out in paperback. Such a weird book about a woman who is directing Shakespeare plays. And for the first half, she's doing terribly, and for the second half, she's doing so well you can't abide her. It's just a really strange, funny book, and I loved it. This book is going to be huge. The Last White Man by Mohsin Hamid. He wrote Exit West, which we really enjoyed here. And this is about a man who wakes up one morning and finds his skin is getting darker and darker, and he's seeing how his friends and his family respond to him, and then it starts to happen to other people. A lot of buzz about this book. And this I'm really excited about. Deer Creek Drive, I'm gonna read the subtitle, A Reckoning of Memory and Murder in the Mississippi Delta by Beverly Lowry. Those of you who love true crime, I know you're out there. Take your podcast buds out of your ear for a second and read a true crime book. Okay, I know they're not podcast buds. That was a mistake. Everybody is shooting me looks. All right, because I'm old. Beverly wrote this book. It is about a murder in rural Mississippi in 1948. A woman stabs her mother to death with gardening shears 150 times. She had really just had enough. And she blames it on a non-existent black man. Nobody in the town buys it. And then they find out that she does it. Anyway, it is really great. And Beverly, who grew up in rural Mississippi, talks about how this particular murder shaped her life. So, little Jim Crow, little true crime, great writing. Super excited about this book. And then today, Mercury Pictures presents my pal Anthony Marra. There is such a wonderful write-up about Anthony and his book in the New York Times, and it's online. I think it's in the paper today. Read it, you'll get to know all about the book. It's wonderful. It's our first editions pick, just in case. Can you give me just 2 seconds? Okay. Just in case, this might be a really good time to sign up for first editions. All right, now Kat's got a cookbook.
We are very excited that the Red Truck Bakery has their farmhouse cookbook today. We have an event for this one in October, but if you just can't wait until then, we have signed copies in the meantime. I know I, for one, will be checking out these orange pecan rolls because orange rolls are one of my favorite things in the world. And now we've got Lindsay.
Hello. It is the first Tuesday of the month, so we have a ton of book club picks and other great books out today. Up first, we have the August Reese pick is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Jillian McCaster. Matches my earrings, which is really important. If you love a good Reese pick, that is a page-turner mystery, this one is the one for you. Good Morning America's pick is Mika in Real Life by Emiko Jean. You might recognize Emiko Jean's name. She wrote a wonderful YA novel, Tokyo Ever After. This is her adult debut. It follows a woman who gets a call from the child she put up for adoption over a decade ago. And she has to reevaluate her life, her role as a mother versus not being a mother. It's a wonderful book. Emiko's a wonderful writer. The Read with Jenna pick is Jamie Ford, The Many Daughters of Afong Moy. Jamie Ford wrote The Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet, which was a breakout hit. This one is an intergenerational story of women with a speculative twist. You're going to hear a lot about it. We're really excited for it. And really quickly, a couple of debuts that I want to give a shout out to, because I love to give a shout out to some debuts. A memoir I'm really excited about is Acceptance by Emmy Makefield. A debut novel that I'm really excited about is All This Could Be Different by Sarah Thinkham Matthews. If you love normal people, this is kind of like the American version of that, so check this one out. And also The Rabbit Hut by Tess Gunty. If you want something that's a little surreal and a little weird, this debut novel takes a lot of risks, pulls it off. It's really cool. And up next, we have Elise talking to us about events.
Hi everyone. I don't have any events that go with my outfit this week. Sorry. Tune in next week. I will do better. But I do have great events to talk about this morning. So the first one tonight, we are going to be hosting Alora Young, who, if you've been listening to public radio, you probably heard her interview, which was really incredible. She's amazing. This is a memoir in verse, and she is the poet laureate for the Southern United States. And we are also going to be hosting who's going to kind of open the show for her, the Nashville Youth Poet Laureate. This is tonight, Parnassus Books, live, in person at 6:30. You just need to go online and register and get your seat. And it's getting very crowded. And speaking of getting very crowded, you need to get online and you need to get your seat because it is filling up for Tony Marra. This is going to be Thursday at 6:30. I adore this book. He is in conversation with the great Ann Patchett. So Anthony Marra and Ann Patchett, if you don't come to this, I don't know what you love. But anyway, and then Saturday, we are having Heather and Marley doing story time again. I have to tell you that I went the Saturday before last to the story time with Heather and her therapy dog Marley, and it was so much fun. It was really wonderful. So grab a kid, hopefully one that you know so you don't get in trouble, and please come and experience story time with Heather and Marley. And I hope I see you at all these wonderful events. And now here's Rayanne.
Thank you. Hi everybody. A book that I dearly love is out today. It's Hummingbird by Natalie Lloyd, and this is our August Spark Book Club selection. Even better, Natalie will be here in the store tomorrow night for a live event. So this is a book about Olive. Olive has never been to regular school. She's always been homeschooled because she has brittle bone disease. Finally, she gets her dearest wish to go to school with other kids. And when she does, she hears the story of a bird that is a wish-granting bird in the Tennessee hills. And the first person to find where it stays will get their dearest wish granted. And she has to make a wise decision. So if you like books about middle school or friends or wishes, I hope you'll join us tomorrow night for this event. And the new Sprout Book Club book is out today, A Little Fairy Tale by Chad Otis. Every time I read this book, I love it more. It's about a fairy who thinks that they are just not as good as the other boats. Speedboat's so fast, tugboat is so strong, until the fairy gets a chance to save the day. A new picture book by Rhett Miller, illustrated by Dan Santat, is The Baby Changing Station. This is about a magical baby changing station. When an older brother takes his younger sibling to the baby changing station, he has to make a wise decision. And a new book in Science Today, To Change a Planet. This is about climate change, and it is a beautiful book. I hope you'll check it out. In middle grade graphic novel, Christina Diaz-Gonzalez has her first graphic novel illustrated by Gabriella Epstein. It's Invisible. It's kind of inspired by The Breakfast Club. It's about 5 kids who don't know each other who have to do community service in middle school. And a new YA standalone today by Rachel Griffin, Wild is the Witch. This is about a girl who casts curses, but writes them down but never casts them, and then an owl swoops down and takes one away. And that may not be such a good thing. What was the theme today, friends? It's the earrings, the tassel earrings. And I want to tell you that mine came from the shop at Thistle Farms, where our friends do a lot of good work. So thanks for listening. Thanks for shopping at Parnassus.